Hey there, Scott Wilkinson here at CEDIA Expo 2013. I'm in the Vutec booth talking with Dan Drook and Joel Silver, president of ISF, Imaging Science Foundation, about the new screens from Vutec. What can you tell us what's new at the show?
Well, we've got 7 new screens certified by Imaging Science Foundation, all the way from a 0.6 gain up to the revolutionary 2.2 Silver Star.
Now, having a high gain screen certified by ISF seems unusual to me. Joel, how did you come about doing that?
It is the first one we've ever found with this level of gain without color shift, which is not incidental and not easy to do. And we just ran our first field test, not lab test, at the ISF training yesterday and the day before with 20 dealers from all over the world. And we spent the first 2 hours of the session using a Runco LED projector, which is wonderful in many regards, but doesn't have a lot of light output. None of LEDs do.
Right, exactly. Thus, you need a high gain screen.
But we paired it adjacent to an Epson, which, bang for the buck, one of our best certified projectors also.
Absolutely,
so
yeah.
2 stars, both moderately priced, but a 4-to-1 light output differential.
Right.
600 lumens for the Runco, 2,400 lumens for the Epson. We used the Dove Gray acoustic screen on one side and the Silver Star on the other. And these were top-notch dealers. We went 2 hours, then we put up white patterns, did the measurements, showed them what they were seeing. No anomalies, and we normally downsize the screen size on the Runco dramatically for the differential.
Right.
Here we did it with differential gain.
Not with differential size.
Not differential size.
How big were the screens?
These were 110 wide screens.
Okay, so a pretty good sized screen.
Normally on the LED DLPs, I'll go 72 or 80. So there are applications for this. Now, the story here that's going to be difficult for Dan to deal with, because they've now got something neat, new, attractive, and fun, but it's not for every application, and it's not for every room, and it's not for every projector. The first thing you said, he's come up with a line of screens, and we spent days measuring, and they reformulated a number of things to make this work, but they've got a lot of interesting screens.
Well, that's I think, a very important point to make here, is that you have an entire line that will fit different applications.
Anything from, like I say, 0.6 to acoustic screens to the Silver Star 2.2. And we recognize that ISF has endorsed other or certified other screens, but if we're kind of, this may sound a little crazy, but we're the one-stop shop.
Now, you said acoustically transparent, I believe. You use woven screens, do you not?
Yes.
Which I tend to prefer over perforated myself, because it has fewer acoustic anomalies with speakers behind the screen.
Well, it's application driven. You know, again, with what Joel's telling people, every screen has a story, and that you have to have the right story or the right application to use that screen.
Yeah.
And we've had very good success with it over the years.
Fantastic. So, but the news at the show here is ISF certification of this entire line. Or have you certified the entire line?
No, we have not certified the entire line. Remember, they're a major commercial manufacturer with some extraordinarily high gain screens that are designed for applications that don't exist in our industry. So we tested some of the screens at 6 gain and higher. And of course the color shift is massive, but they're commercial screens. But they're well known in other markets, and they're moving into this market with Dan and Vanessa, and customer service that's going to come from a family-based company. So they're not the only family-based screen company, but it's nice to have another one coming into our niche.
Right.
And what we're seeing in the industry right now is some of the larger companies not giving the service that dealers need, not delivering things the way they should be delivered with the precision they have, and this is a tough business.
It is a tough business.
Every screen's different, the sizes, the motorized, so they're a major metalworking house as well, so the challenge here of keeping these dealers happy is not easy. It's a high service business. Our small role here is the screen surfaces. That's one part of their business. The other part, Dan's been doing for 20 some odd years. We've worked with him with a number of companies. So I think
with him too.
Yes.
Right. Now, do you do anything in the way of ambient light rejecting screens?
Just the closest would be the Silver Star. That's pretty, and it's the screen that's on the top of our booth is 6 gain. So as you can see here, we have some pretty bright light, and it's a decent projector.
And it actually looks pretty good if you look back up there, yeah. What about 3D? Have you got a polarization preserving screen?
Full line of 3D, active and passive.
It's difficult to talk about pricing, I know, because it depends on the screen size and whether or not it's retractable or not. But can you give us any sort of sense of what someone would spend
Probably not dollar-wise, but what I could say with the Vutec line of screens is we have an entry level. Then we have what we call our Vutec line of screens, which would be comparison to most other screen companies out there. Then we got a Vision X line of screens that is the higher premium side of our line, which is where the Imaging Science Foundation screens are placed.
So in other words, as we said before, an entire line to fit just about any budget and any application.
And the thing about this company that people it really needs to be recognized is if there's a custom job out there that you don't think it will work, give us a shot at it. Because we're a full manufacturing facility. We can go downstairs and talk to the engineers and we'll say yes or no, or how about try this. So it's pretty cool that we can do off-the-shelf type stuff all the way through custom.
Fantastic. Thanks so much for your time.
My pleasure. Thank you very much.
And thank you, Joel. Appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thanks very much.